boy, the one thing you can count on is steps around here. Hey, namaskar everyone, how are ya? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're gonna stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. And as always, welcome back means we're on another adventure. You're gonna wanna know where we are and what we're doing. So let's start with the where we are. We're not Louisiana, although it kind of looks like that for a minute. Yep, pardon me, I gotta watch my step and I'll show you why here in a minute. We are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. City of steps, city of bridges, in the city where champagne music got its name. Now, if you don't know what champagne music is, get on your Apple Music, search for Lawrence Welk, hit whatever song, and you're gonna hear something bubbly. Guarantee it. What are we doing? What are we doing in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? I'm gonna kind of keep it short. I don't want to give too much away, but we are gonna talk about Mr. Flower Man. We're gonna talk about French fries, and we're all gonna do it at an elevation of 985 feet. So, if you're ready to get on today's adventure, get off the couch, get ready, and let's go. We are right here. Right here. That is fantastic. Gotta go. Oh, shoot. Look at all of them. I think they're ready to kick my ass. Harden saliva. You're okay. You're okay for watching my channel.
Jesus God, Mamma Mia, look what we got.
Shh. I said there's people still sleeping. Calm down. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. I told you she was afraid of bridges.
Do not. Stop it now.
That is the starting point of the trail. I guess. I don't know. You can start at the beginning or you can start at the end. I don't think it matters where you start at. But wherever you start, that's your starting point. Oh, shit. That's why I tell you, if anybody's looking for an HJ, this is the spot. Take a sip. History. Better Malanga. All right, I'm glad you made it. Now, at the beginning I said one thing you can count on is steps, and we are in the city of steps. Now, these are a little, these are a little wobbly, as you see, and a little decrepit. They're gone. There's no hand railings. These used to go down. That is the strip district down there of Pittsburgh. But we're missing some here too. So what we're gonna do today, now hold on, bear with me, because I gotta try to, woo, yeah, look at that, look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, what we're gonna do today, obviously, since we're on a set of steps, we're walking and we're hiking. But I think today's gonna be kind of a short video, to be honest with you. It's not gonna be like my hour-long ones. We are going to a park today. It's not far. It's just up this next set of steps that I'm going up. What's that? Is that a sticker? Oh, sometimes you see cool stickers. That people, oh yeah, he's there's Aryu. He's a proud member of the Easy Gang, right there, in Mr. Snuffleupagus or whatever. But we are going to check out a park. I want to say it's a small park, which it is, but it's a long park, and it's a weird park. It's in an area where I don't want to say it's hard to get to, but it's real. It's one of those parks where it's real easy to pass up the entrance, and it's only on the inbound lane you can access this from. And down here in Pittsburgh, it's on Bigelow Avenue, or Bigelow Boulevard, which is a busy street. Man, these steps are crazy. And yeah, look at that. And it's a busy road. It's a real busy road. Quite a few accidents happen, so you got to be careful. So if you do watch the video, or when you do watch the video and you want to come check out this park for yourself, be careful, okay? But we'll get to all that in a minute. But we are walking to, I'm already up here actually, Frank Curto Park. And that was where, man, those steps are crazy. And yes, I went down there, it was blocked off, but I figured, what the hey? Yeah, it's just, you're gonna see a lot. It's just boy, it's one of those parks that there's nothing here. It is winter time still, but even in the summertime there's nothing here. But there's a couple things that I want to show everybody about this park. But again, this is one of the smaller parts of Pittsburgh. It's long, okay, that's all it is. But yeah, there's Bigelow Boulevard right there. Okay, it's almost like a freeway, you know, a highway. But you probably want to know who in the heck is Frank Curto. Well, let's talk about him. Frank Curto. He was actually born in, 1898 or 1899. I'm not sure what year exactly, but he died in 1971. He died kind of unexpectedly. He was coming home from a trip in Florida, and he passed away pretty quick after that. Frank Curto, he was the chief horticulturist of the Pittsburgh's Park and Recreation Department. He had a lot to do with Phipps Conservatory. He was in some of the departments of it. He was the foreman and director. He had a lot to do with the fall flowers shows there. He also had a science degree for ornamental horticulture, and he got that degree at OU, Ohio University. I'm trying to think of some other things about Frank Curto. He had a couple awards, quite a few awards. A couple I can think right off the bat was the Johnny Appleseed Award, and the Sylvan Award. But yeah, see this park, it's not really taken care of too much, but it is a cool park nonetheless. I told you it's not very wide, right? You can see how wide it is. There's now it is nice in the summer because it's dry. Now we might as well go on the sidewalk here. It is a dry sidewalk, it is a dry park in the summertime. So it's kind of one of those little frisbee fields, or if you bring a picnic or whatever. But there's no benches, there's no tables, no nothing. But yeah, that was man, look at this. This is what I'm talking. This is, if you're a local, you know exactly what I'm showing you. You know this park well. For tourists, you're like, oh my God, that's a park. But I'll tell you, let's get down a little bit, because I want to show you something down here. a little bit. But yeah, I know Frank Curto, he has a couple things named after him. I believe in Oakland, the Panther Hollow area, he has the Frank Curto Bridge named after him. Over by Phipps Conservatory in Shenley Park there, it's Frank Curto Drive, and Frank Curto Park, which we are at right now. Again, a lot of people know that this is here, but a lot of people probably never stop because it's hard to get into. Actually, there's somebody coming in here right now. Again, busy road in that entrance. If you don't see that entrance, but I'm gonna give you a tip at the end here of when to look out for that entrance. But yeah, real busy road. You got to be careful. I think there was actually not too long ago somebody died here. I don't know if it was last year. It might have been last year. Towards the end of last year, somebody came in here, crashed into a tree and such. But yeah, it's a pretty neat park. It's a pretty neat park. Yeah, and we are 985 feet. That was where the 985 feet came in. And Frank Curto, that was Mr. Flower Man. That was his nickname around here, Mr. Flower Man. I'm not gonna walk all the way down. Like I said, we want to keep this video within that hour mark, right? But yeah, Bigelow Boulevard right over there. Now this is between downtown. This park is between downtown and Polish Hill. You got the downtown area, and then you're gonna have Polish Hill up there. North side, Lawrenceville, the Strip District is all there. Let's see if we can get down and get a better view of some landmarks around here. But this park, you're wondering, why is it in a weird location? Oh, I thought that was an owl up in there. You're wondering, why is this in such a look, be careful when you come here. I'm stepping on all kind of stuff. Why is this in such a weird spot? It's weird. Well, Bigelow Boulevard wasn't always over there. It was over this way more. And what was going on is it was interfering with an old railroad line that was below here, and that was one of the main railroad lines. It was the cliff slides were interfering with those tracks, so they moved the road back where it is now, and it created a park. So it wasn't a park that they were like, hey, let's make a park up here. The park was made, you know, I guess unintentionally, is it? But I'm trying to see if I see any landmarks. I might have to walk down a little bit more. Yeah, there's the Strip District down there. I can't even see the bridges. Now we can see a little bit more. Again, this is a long park, so I can walk down even further, which I might have to. Over there, that building, the tallest building way out there, that's the Allegheny General Hospital out there. And if you can see the yellow bridge down in there, in between those trees, that's the 16th Street Bridge, of course, also called the David McCullough Bridge. If you want to see more about that bridge, I did do a video on it. Go check that video out. You'll get to walk across it. I believe I even got beeped at by the riverboat on that video. Yeah, it's just a shame that this park is the way it is. being it's named after Frank Curto, it's supposed, you know, he was a horticulturist, and you know, this should be with flowers and such. Now, wintertime, there is no flowers. I've never seen flowers here, but they do plant trees. Because I think, yeah, those trees down there, you know, were newer. All these were newer. So they do plant trees and such. Yeah, I'll walk down a little further. Maybe I can get a better view of that bridge over there. Yeah, but there's nothing. I think the further down you go, they also do some climbing. They do some climbing on the sandstone wall that's down there. Kind of like, oh, what was the other park? Seldomly Seen Park. That's a big climber park too. This one, I don't know if they have the permission to do it or not, but they do. So there's some lichen. There's some lichen on the tree. Yeah, let's walk down a little further where I can get a different view of some things down here. Now there's a lot of times you can see some wild turkeys in this park. It's known for wild turkeys around here. But yeah, see what I'm talking about, man? It's just, there's nothing here. We've seen the sidewalk, right? We've seen the sidewalk. It's crappy. This road is crap. All the way down. It's nothing but potholes. Nothing but potholes. Let's go back to where we came from and go down a little bit, and because there are some buildings that you can see. The further down you go, I think it's a better view of downtown. But I am going to come back this way because there's one more thing I want to show you in this park, which is probably the main attraction of the park, but I don't want to show you just yet. Yeah, see this? It's like this even in the summertime, but there's some newer trees right there that they planted. Yeah, these steps were crazy. Wow. Yeah. I was hoping to run into some wild turkeys, man. That would have been awesome. Yeah, I think I can get a better view of some of the stuff down here. Yeah, Allegheny General Hospital is across the street. Dave McCullough Bridge. Let's see, is it peeping through yet? Yeah, I see some buildings down here. But you see how long this is? Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. This is nuts. Oh boy. Actually, I should have just parked down here. Yeah, look at this, how crazy this is, right? Yeah, here we go. Here's some more. Here's the views down here. Okay, I think I come up with some better views from Frank Curto Park, and I think you're gonna agree. Look at this. Now, I didn't video me walking. I was way down there, okay? And I told you this is it's a long park. It's a long park and not so much a wide park. So you didn't want to hear me blabbing anyway, so I skipped ahead a little bit. But you know, if you're a tourist in Pittsburgh, where are you gonna go? A lot of people go to Station Square. Then they go up to Mount Washington, which is really cool. You got the incline, you got the overlooks up there, but there's a lot more overlooks in the city of Pittsburgh than just Mount Washington, and here's one right here. and it doesn't get busy at this park at all. It's just, I personally love this view. You can park to the side and just enjoy the views. It looks spectacular at night too, let me tell you. But I think this was one of those parks. I think this was one of those parks where people came up, you know, like when you watched Happy Days back in the day. People drove up here, you know, and you know, lovers lookout, you know, get their kisses on, looking at the view, the lights. But I think that's St. Stanislaus Church right there, if I'm correct. If I'm not, somebody leave it in the comments. I think that's what that church is right there. We've been in it. When I did a video of the Strip District, yeah, I went in that church. The main Strip District that everybody walks through is right there, like where Holy is and all that is over in that area right in there. There's the 16th Street Bridge. Better view now. Dave McCullough Bridge. Again, yeah, these are way better views over here. There's the Allegheny General Hospital over there. Looks like a grand hotel from here, doesn't it? Man, look at this. I was gonna go up there and stand and walk on this, but I'm not going to. Not going to. Somebody's playing music. I think it's coming from over there. Allegheny River in the back. There's the Heinz smokestacks again. And see, there's some other lookouts. There's some other lookouts over there, like Troy Hill area and stuff like that, where Penn Brewery is. And you go up the hill, you can get some views over that way. You probably can still get some views over in Millvale, I think. What else do we got there? We got the church, we got Heinz, we got the hospital, we got the McCullough Bridge. Well, here we go right there. There's the Highmark building over there. Let me get this sun keeps popping out, and then it's messing my eyesight out. Okay, this will work right here, I think. Okay, now that building right there with the triangle top over there, that's the Gulf Tower, and it's named after the Gulf Oil Corporation. Yeah, the one with like the pyramid shaped top. And right behind that building would be the Koppers Tower, and that's for the Koppers Chemical Corporation. That actually has a copper roof on it, so that's pretty cool. And then I don't know if we can see them or not. Let me go down here a little further. Let me show you this view, though. You don't want to check out the view, not me. What a view, though, right? Oh man, this is great. Freaking great. Yeah, like I said, if you want to see more of that bridge, oh man, what was that? That's a bird that flew down there. Yeah, if you want to see more about the Dave McCullough Bridge, I did do a video on that. I think you'll find it pretty cool. Yeah, we got the two stadiums over there for the Pirates and the Steelers, and Pitt plays at the Heinz Field, and I'm still calling it the Heinz Field. And I don't know if you're gonna make it out on camera, but not this bridge, not the next bridge. You keep going down, and there's 3 bridges. Not that last one that's rounded up top. Look for, there's 3 bridges that come up like this. They're yellow. We can only see the points of them. Those are the 3 sisters bridges right there. And I don't know if we have any Kevin Smith fans, but well, one of my favorite movies, man, I love Mallrats. That's my all-time favorite movie. But if you're a Kevin Smith fan, you know Dogma. There was a lot of film locations in Pittsburgh for that movie. But you see that right there, that UPMC building? That's the US Steel Tower. And that, in the movie of Dogma, that was the Mubi Corporation building. So yeah, if there's any Kevin Smith fans, there you are right there. That's cool that was the Mubi Corporation building right there. A lot of people don't know that. And there's that. There's a church. The church is here in Pittsburgh. It's actually it's abandoned now. It's pretty much, I mean, it's there, but it's just, there's no coming back for it. I think a couple of the other one's like a Rite Aid now, and one's a ice cream shop or something, like some of the different film locations. I'm think maybe I'll do that when the weather gets warmer too. Do a film location video on Dogma. But yeah, nice viewpoint from this park. Park doesn't have a lot to offer, but it has French fries. But yeah, you know, it has that art in the park. There used to be more sculpture, not like that, not on a grand scale like that, but there was other art in this park. I don't know what happened to it, but you have the sculpture here, you have the history of that. If you know the history, you kind of add something else to it. But I think the main thing for this park is the view. There's the Iron City beer sign way up there, way back, way in the back. Convention Center. That's the convention center. Is that sloped roof that's right in there. Yeah, doesn't the hospital over there, doesn't it look like a it looks like a hotel to me. That's what it looks like. And all these buildings, all those buildings right there on that second block over there, those are all new. That used to be an old all old docks. And actually, if you go there, the docks are still there. They incorporated that into like the scenery of it and like the walkways, but this was all a trucking area. So yeah, and if you ever get the chance, yeah, just park down there and walk the Strip District. A lot of good places down there, a lot of good murals. A lot of murals throughout the city. You could just walk all day. No matter where you walk in Pittsburgh, there's murals. And I love art. I love street art. I'm still waiting. I was hoping to find one here. Is a Baron Batch piece of art. He leaves them all over the place. Just random areas. I think he was leaving chairs out that he painted, man. Oh, I'd love to find one of his art pieces. But yeah, see, there's a mural on that building over there. There's a mural over there. I'm looking for, I don't think it's there no more, unless it's further down. I think on top of the Lucas, I think there used to be a cow or something on top of the Lucas. But yeah, there is, I love this view. Imagine this at night. So I'm gonna go back up to where I was, and there's one more piece, one more thing that I want to show you. Man, that was scary. That felt like it was gonna cave in. Ooh. Yeah, let's go up here, and there's one more thing that I'm gonna show you. Okay, so we did some sketchy steps. We learned about Frank Curto, and we seen the view. Pretty nice view, right? And it even looks better at night. It does. Again, this park looks a lot better in the summertime, but it still doesn't change. There's nothing really here, you know. It's just grass, you know what I mean? But the main attraction of Frank Curto Park is French fries. The French fry sculpture. So some of the locals call this park French Fry Park. They'll call this the French fry sculpture. Now, this isn't called the French fry sculpture. This is called Pittsburgh. That's what the real name of this sculpture is. And it's by John Henry. That's who created this. And he was an American sculptor. And his kind of whole medium, you know, was, I guess you could say, welded steel drawings is what his medium is. I mean, it is cool. That's the main attraction of this park, is that right there, the Pittsburgh sculpture. And there's the Frank Curto Park sign. Frank Curto Park. Cool, right? Now, this wasn't always here. We'll walk around it. This wasn't always here. This was actually made, I think, in 1977 for an arts festival that was going on. And after the festival, they didn't want down there. This was actually at the Point State Park downtown is where this originally was. Now, they didn't want it staying down there because any permanent or any permanent art that is in the point there is supposed to be historically significant. You know, even though this is Pittsburgh, it, you know, that the color of it and the steel and the welding and all that, even though that, you know, is kind of like a Pittsburgh theme, history of Pittsburgh, it's not, I guess, considered to them historically significant. But I think what they did is they ended up putting this by the Pitt University, and then it was brought here to Frank Curto Park. And that was actually the start. This right here was actually the start of the Arts and Gardens concept in Pittsburgh, making parks, you know, filled with art and such. But that was the whole thing that went on with the sculpture. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool, though. It does remind you of French fries. And I know people come here and bang on it and slide down it and such. Yeah, I'm surprised. I was looking for a plaque on it. I was looking for a plaque, but I guess there's not. Yeah, but this park is almost like an unused resource. I mean, just because there's nothing here, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the whole main attraction of Frank Curto Park right here. I think that's awesome, though. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Man, I was hoping to see some wild turkeys. There's some robins out there in the grass. So yeah, I mean, this would be a cool park, right? Very cool park. They just need some benches here. It's not quiet. You know, I wouldn't want to sit here and read a book. I think that would be annoying. But to come here and maybe have a picnic, throw a frisbee or two, you know, I think that would be cool. But yeah, Frank Curto Park. Let's see if there's any. Okay, I thought maybe there was something different on here. But yeah, I don't know where it would be. I know there's a set of steps around that bend that go up the hill. I don't know where it went. I don't know if it used to go to an old hospital. I don't know if it was an old incline, because there used to be other inclines over here as well. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end the video at. Like I said, it was a short video. I just wanted to show you this park and all it had to offer. You know, but I'll leave you with some words of wisdom before I go. Always be polite and always be positive. It'll change your life, I'm telling you. But until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, better than I.